The ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Dalit Tahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Foreign Minister Osman Saleh delivered statement on behalf of President Isaias Afwerki. Minister of Local Government conducts tour of inspection. Iraq civilians killed in Baghdad rocket attack. And Armenia-Azerbaijan clash killed at least 16, undermined regional stability. On our local news, Foreign Minister Osman Saleh delivered statement on the behalf of President Isaias Afwerki. Following is a pre-recorded message delivered by Foreign Minister Osman Saleh on behalf of President of the State of Eritrea, Mr. Isaias Afwerki, at the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly.
Your Excellency Ambassador Volkan Bozkir, President of the General Assembly, Your Excellency Mr. Antonio Guterres, United Nations Secretary General, honorable participants. I have the honor to deliver this speech on behalf of the President of the State of Eritrea, His Excellency Mr. Isaias Afwerki. The United Nations General Assembly is taking place this year at a critical juncture when the world is at a crossroads on account of the vicious COVID-19 global pandemic that has inculcated an immense loss of life so far. As it may be recalled, I had underlined the following salient points in my message to the United General Assembly last year. In as far as global trends is concerned, I had stated, and I quote, "The world is on the cusp of a new world order. All vital parameters indicate that the unipolar world order has come to an end or is in its twilight year. The economic power balance is inexorably changing with a spike in attendant intense rivalries and upheavals." In regard to Africa, my remarks were, and I quote, "Africa's lot over the past quarter of a century has been onerous. Africa's resources were plundered wantonly, despite hollow phrases of conflict prevention and conflict resolution. Wars and upheavals continue to increase and fester. Almost 1 billion Africans remain marginalized through the collision of external predators, their local surrogates, and corrupt special interest entities. This tragic reality requires utmost and urgent attention for effective remedies. In terms of the situation in our neighborhood, namely the Horn of Africa and the Red Sea region, the salient points underlined in my message of last year were, and I quote, "The two regions have been immensely and inordinately afflicted in the past 25 years by externally instigated, intractable, internecine, ethnic and clan conflicts, as well as discord and wars among neighboring countries. This grim reality is in stark contrast to the promising events and hopes engendered in the early 1990s for regional integration. Here again, a large part of the blame falls on corrupt local actors." Distinguished participants, as we mull over current realities this year, what are the new promising tidings that we can invoke apart from the earnest pleas and petitions for higher efficacy that are emphasized solemnly almost every year? Alas, what is new in our world this year is the depressing calamity, the huge loss of life that COVID-19 has and continues to anchor globally. And albeit its agonizing dimensions, the pandemic has starkly exposed the structural flaws and deficiencies of the prevailing precarious economic and security global order. It has debunked the spurious explanations and narratives peddled in the past to embellish and rationalize a largely dysfunctional global order. Indeed, in a rather perverted sense, the pandemic constitutes a wake-up call, a costly reminder for us to mend our ways. Distinguished participants, the pursuit and ideals of enduring global peace, stability, and prosperity are squarely predicated and can only flourish on the edifice of a robust global organization that can measure up to all these challenges. This indelible fact is more evident than ever before. In the event, allow me to renew our call for the strengthening and revamping of the marginalized United Nations system, whose authority and efficacy have been corroded in the past decades. I thank you.